Hello guys, I'm Wangran. Today is a beautiful autumn day in Shanghai, and I will lead you a beautiful park, very Asian with the Chinese classic style of architectures. The name of the park is 古怡园, and this name comes from the very old book called The Collection of Poets. Back to 2,500 years ago. And this park was built in Ming Dynasty. To today, it will be 400 years. It used to be the private house of the rich man, later sold to or bureaucratic someone, I think. The attractive point is that there are many fake mountains in the lake, in a very Chinese classic style called 园林艺术. 园林 means the gardening, the art of gardening, and the old house. Now we can see the beautiful and quiet lake and the pavilions. And even there's a running mill, what is called mill. There's one thing I'm wondering, that I doubt even the richest guy in China today cannot afford to buy a so large park, the ancient architecture, and owned it as a private place. Maybe my mind is so narrow, but I think it was a lot of money. Now here is a stone carved many characters about the word shou. Shou means longevity, long living. And the turtle, of course, represents long life. There is an old poem written by Cao Cao, named, first lines goes, 歌一岁寿. Here is a relic of a Buddhist pagoda. It used to be situated in a temple here in Nanxiang. Now the temple is destroyed, so the pagoda transferred here. Imagine many hundreds years ago, a rich man we call Yuan Wai, and wake up walking this pathway, surrounded by the bamboos, the fake mountains, and now everything changed to be a public park. The new married guy shooting photos in our Chinese old styles, and back to people. It's not a bad thing. And you can see when wind passed and the face of the lake, the waves slightly. And we can see even the reeds under the water. The water is so clean. Up we can see the clouds in blue sky. I just wonder if Monet had the chance visited this park. Maybe some of his classical paintings will turn out be painted in 古怡园. It's just my imagination. Now here we can see a big rockery, or artificial hill. In Chinese we call it 假山. It's an important part of the gardening, 园林. The bamboos, symbol of China. Here we can see piles of red lanterns outside the main room, the biggest apartments. Let's see whether we can enter this. Oops, luckily the door is locked. But this reminds me of a very famous word in Chinese, 推敲. It originated from a poem, 僧推月下门. But later, the poet changed it to 僧敲月下门. There's a small fall running down the mountain. Remotely, we can hear people singing karaoke. So their self-entertainment is very popular. Let's see what happened. It's kind of a karaoke. Really fashionable. And this uncle started his second song. Great. Great tenor. Thank you. Now here's a pond. And the stone bridges generally we call it 九曲桥, 9 curved bridges. Remotely we can hear a tenor singing the music from Schubert, I think. The beautiful girl from the Mill House. So this is so harmony scenery. Wow, that old uncle sang very beautifully. Why it's very attractive. So it took me almost 1 hour wandering this park in this beautiful afternoon, seeing people coming and going. I sincerely thanks for ancient Chinese with the wisdom to build such magnificent parks and to leave this heritage to us. And it's one of the things thinking in our Chinese, the blood, there's something like admirations of the glory times of our past time. On the other hand, we deny the modern civilization change us totally. But we are looking for so sincerely what could be the spiritual fortune in our old time. There are mysteries, bloody things, and sometimes very cultural, indepicable phenomena in our great long history. We're going to discover those interesting things, incidents, anecdotes in the future.